Hi, I'm here to help you with your annotations for today. What we're going to do with Annotate is, if you haven't seen yet, is that we're going to click on some things on the screen that'll send you to other videos. This embedding videos inside of videos, or being able to jump from video to video, allows your students to control some of their own learning. But in order to be able to do that, you need to know how to annotate yourself so that you can begin to assign students to do this, or you can do it for yourself. So the first thing we need to do is, if you're on this screen, is we're going to have to click on Annotate. Now, if you're looking at the screen, coming over from this way, there should be a bunch of different options at the bottom. The one not quite furthest to your right is going to be a little speech bubble. That speech bubble right there with a little plus sign, that's Annotate. Now when you click that, I'm going to repeat all this again. You don't do it again. But when you click that, it's going to open up another window that's going to have some area below here, and that area is so that we can annotate. Go ahead and click. It's somewhere, should be right about here. If you'll click on that, it'll take us to Annotate. Go ahead and do that now. All right. You should have clicked on Annotate. Listen to that whole thing again, and well, here I am. So the next thing we want to do is, we want to begin annotating this video. You can annotate the video that we've got right around us here. So what I'd like you to do right now is to look up, and it should be somewhere right up here on your screen. And right up here on your screen, there should be a button that says, when you click it, Add Annotation. Go ahead and click Add Annotation right now. Did you click it? If you have, you should see a drop-down menu. There's all sorts of options, things like a speech bubble, or notes, or you could create a title or a highlight. There are those kind of things, or even a label on that side. What I'd like you to do right now is create a speech bubble right here. So you'll click on speech bubble, and it should create your speech bubble right here. And it looks like I'm talking. Hi, how's it going? Do you have your speech bubble there? Good. Now, once you have your speech bubble there, there's a little box that you can type in to make me say anything you want. Go ahead and make me say anything you'd like to type in there. Don't make it too bad. Hi. Now, we've got the speech bubble. I've been talking, so you put it right here. There's a couple things you should notice. First of all, once you've typed into that speech bubble, because you've clicked on it over here, it appears here. There should be something right down below that has a little red bar sitting down there. That's where in the video you're going to be able to click on the speech bubble to take you someplace else. Now you can make that for the entire length of the video, or you can make it for a very short amount of time. The amount of time you make it for is how long it'll appear right here. So if you look down there, if you drag your cursor across it, when you put it across, you can click on it, and you can either move it back and forth, and it'll be the same time length, or you can move your cursor so it has a little arrow, and when you do that, you can stretch it one way or the other, so that it's going to be a longer amount of time that someone can click on this to go to another area. Hopefully the speech bubble is still right here, or else I look kind of silly. Now, once you have that there, the next thing we have to do is figure out, where do you want to go? So if you look down here, just a little bit lower than where you had to put that, and you have your screen where you typed in what I said, a little bit further down, there should be a button that has link next to it and a little square. Go ahead and click on that link button right now. When you clicked on link, it should have opened up another rectangular box underneath that. In that rectangular box that you see down there underneath that, that's where you're going to put the URL, or the website that you want to go to. Now, I tried and experimented some. You can only go to other YouTube sites. So if you're going to go to another YouTube site, what you can do is either go to another site that you've created, another video that you've done or your students have done, or you can look something up and then add something there that you haven't seen before. For right now, or that you didn't do. For right now, what I'd like you to do is, let's go ahead and see the second video that I've created. So you're going to want to open up a second screen, go down to Chrome, or whichever one of the browsers you're using, which I think we've opened up Chrome. If you right-click on it, go ahead and right-click on Chrome. Once you've right-clicked on Chrome, you want to open a new window. When you open the new window, type in YouTube, or you can click on the YouTube icon. There should now be another window appearing here with me on this screen. With that window, I'd like you to click on the upper corner, and as you click on the upper corner of that screen, I'd like you to find where it says Video Manager. Click on that. When you do so, there should be the second video that I've uploaded to the website for YouTube. This is going to be on your Annotate YouTube site. That's right, there should be 2 videos. On this Annotate website, what you're going to do now is, you're going to go to Video Manager, click on the second one. When it opens up, you'll see that there's a website there. You'll see that there's a video there. Click on that upper area where it has at the very top the address, right-click on it, copy it, and then paste it into this section right here. That way what happens is when I speak this or someone clicks on my speech bubble, it'll immediately close this screen and it'll jump to the other one and it'll begin running. Now what's cool is you don't have to begin running it from the very beginning. You'll also see there's a time thing down there. You can click on that time thing and you can start it at any time in the other video. That way you can connect it, but you don't have to see all the stuff that's happening. If you think there's something that's happening very interesting, like 2 minutes in, you can click down there and put it 2 minutes later in the video. You can also make it so it opens in a different screen. You'll notice there's that, click that button down there as well. Now what I'd like you to do is, I'd like you to go back and you can experiment. You can put all sorts of annotations all around here. For instance, you could put a note here. When you click Add New Note, it'll appear up in this area, but you can drag it down and put it right here. So I'd be holding on to it. You can put title, and it'll be really large on the screen. You can create a highlight. When you create a highlight, you could just highlight so that when someone clicks right here, then they go someplace else. Start experimenting. Look around, see what you can do. Use a partner to talk about it if you're having a little bit of confusion, and I should be walking around the room right now so that you could get some help from me. But stop me right there. Yeah, that's it. So that way you can see a little bit of extra stuff. Experiment, explore, try this out. Because once you get it down, then you can get your students to do it. And when your students start doing it, they have to start thinking logically, and they have to start thinking about where do I want someone to go. Because you can use that other video that I've created that we've attached to when you click the speech bubble, and it can also come back here. All right, I've really enjoyed doing this. I hope that you have a lot of things you can click on all over the screen so that you can annotate away and that you can embed videos in so that your students can have all sorts of fun learning. So that they'll work. If you look back beyond, up this way where it says Add Annotations, a little bit beyond that, there's a place that says Save and Publish. If Save is an option, click on it. Then after you clicked on Save, then you want to click on Publish. It doesn't take but a few seconds. Then, in the screen somewhere right up here, it should say, click here to see your published video. Otherwise, even further up, there's a little arrow that when you put your cursor on it, it'll say Go Back to View. When you click Go Back to View, it'll take you to where you can watch your annotated video. Then you can begin clicking and going all over the place, wherever you'd like to go. I would recommend, again, going on, searching other videos out, and you can start attaching it so that when you click here, it takes you to another video that's something you're interested in. Maybe a vacation spot, or maybe something directly related to your topic. Go ahead and start clicking on that now. Also, before I forget, you also can click and annotate it so it jumps to a different place in this video here. If you click the link off so it doesn't link, then there's a little thing that has times about beginning and ending. And you can click so that it would jump forward in this video or back. That's like the ELAR one that you clicked on and looked on when we were looking at the site before. All right, go ahead and annotate away.